الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا وحبيبنا وإمامنا محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Respected brothers and sisters, welcome to our weekly class on the explanation of Al-Muqaddimah Al-Ajurrimiyyah. And the explanation that we are currently going through is Al-Tuhfah Al-Sanniyyah by Sheikh Muhammad Muhyiddin Abdul Hamid rahimahullahu ta'ala. And we are still looking at Nawasibul Mudari', those words that make fi'l mudari' after them mansoob. So we said they are divided into three categories. Al-Qismul Awwal. We said Al-Qismul Awwal, they were the four huruf that by themselves they make the fi'l mudari after the mansoob, and we said there were four in number, and they were an and lan and idan and k. We've taken the first three, an wa lan wa idan, and we started k last week. But inshallah, let's firstly finish off k, and then we can move on to the second qism, al-qismu al-thani. So k, we said it has the same i'rab as an. Now, we mentioned k has the same i'rab as an. Okay, so I just share the screen. Okay, here we are. So yeah, this is all the information about k. وَأَمَّا كَيْ فَحَرْفُ مَصْدَرٍ وَنَصْبٍ وَاسْتِقْبَالٍ. That's what we said. We said k, the i'rab of k is harfu masdarin wa nasbin wastiqbalin. Harfu masdar, and that's the same i'rab as an. Harfu masdar, basically the fi'l mudari that comes after it will be masdar mu'awwal, just like we did with an. Nasbin, yani the fi'l mudari that comes after makes it mansoob, and istiqbalin, the fi'l mudari that comes after it, it restricts it to mustaqbal, future. Naam. And as far as I remember, we looked at this, the i'rab of likay la ta'saw. But we mentioned وَيُشْتَرَطُ فِي النَّصْبِ بِهَا, that for k to make the fi'l mudari after it mansoob, there is a condition that has to be met. What is this condition? وَيُشْتَرَطُ فِي النَّصْبِ بِهَا. So the condition to use it as a nasib, yes, condition in order to do nasb with it, أن تتقدمها لام التعليل لفظا, that something called Lamu Ta'leel has to come preceded lafdan, written there physically. Nahwu qawlihi ta'ala, like the saying of Allah, likay la ta'saw. You see here K. Can you see before this lam? This is Lamu Ta'leel. Lamu Ta'leel, lam of justification, reason, cause, why something is happening. نحو قوله تعالى لكي لا تأسوا, يعني so that you don't become sad, so that you don't become sad. أو تتقدم هذه اللام تقديرا, or that this lam that we're talking about, لام تعليل, تتقدمها, it comes before K, تقديرا, it's not there lafdan, you cannot see it, but it's تقديرا, we assume it's there. نحو قوله تعالى كي لا يكون دولة, كي لا يكون دولة. You see here K, there is nothing there, there is no lam, lam ta'leel before K is not there, but it is there taqdeeran, yani we assume it is there, so we say likay la yakuna dula. So in these two examples, K by itself makes the fi'l mudari after it mansoob. So here you can see ta'asaw, this is fi'l mudari, the asl is ta'asawna, and K has made it mansoob, and the alamat nasbi is hadf al-noon, because لأنه من الأفعال الخمسة. Here also K has made yakuna, you see that it's made it mansoob by itself, and the alamat nasbi is al-fatha al-zahira ala akhirih. Yes, so here in these two examples, what has happened? K is truly harfu masdarin wa nasbin wa istiqbalin. Okay, now what would happen if lamu ta'leel does not come before K, neither lafdan nor taqdeeran? What would happen then? Would K still by itself make the fi'l mudari after the mansoob? No, it would not. No, it would not. So what would happen? Here he tells you, the Sharih rahimahullah, he says فَإِذَا لَمْ تَتَقَدَّمْهَا اللَّامُ لَفْظًا وَلَا تَقْدِيرًا. If it is not preceded by this lam, and if it, and it here we mean, what do we mean by it here? The K. Yani if K is not preceded by this lam, yani lam ta'leel, neither lafdan nor taqdeeran, what would happen? كان النصب بأن مضمرة. The nasb now will not be carried out by K. No, the nasb now will be carried out with an mudmaratan, an which is hidden, that comes after K, and is hidden mudmaratan wujuban, yani the Arabs will not say it. You're not allowed to say it. You're not allowed to say it. It's mudmara, not jawazan. And something which is mudmaratan jawazan would mean is jaiz, is permissible to say it or to not say it. You find both from the Arabs. But here, no. The nasb will be performed by an, which is mudmaratan wujuban after K. So what will happen to K? What will be the function of K? وَكَانَتْ K نَفْسُهَا حَرْفَ تَعْلِيلٍ. Now K itself becomes harf ta'leel. Before, the lam was harf ta'leel. The lam that comes before K, either lafdan or taqdeeran. But now because that lam is not there, the lam of ta'leel is not there, lafdan nor is there taqdeeran, K takes up this function and it itself becomes harf ta'leel, and now it does not make the fi'l mudari after mansoob. But what makes the fi'l mudari after mansoob is the an mudmaratan wujuban ba'da al-K. So I believe some of these points we covered last week. Maybe some of them we didn't. I cannot remember. Now, here, لِكَيْ لَا تَعْصَوْا, I believe we did the i'rab of this. And if we did the i'rab of this, I don't want to repeat the i'rab, I just want you to give me the ta'weel. I just want you to give me the ta'weel. For example, look here. Here now, what did we say? لِكَيْ لَا تَعْصَوْا. لِكَيْ لَا تَعْصَوْا. Now, I don't want the full i'rab because I believe last week we did the i'rab. I want the last bit only, which is what? Okay. وَمَا دَخَلَتْ عَلَيْهِ في تأويل مصدر. Okay, now I want somebody to complete. أحسنتم ما شاء الله. نعم. Excellent. Yes. Very happy to see that, mashallah. Okay. Yes. وكي وما دخل في تأويل مصدر. But it is مجرور with what? باللام. It's مجرور باللام. Yes. So here, when we're talking about K, now we are talking about the letter K, yes, the harf K. One thing you have to remember is that the masdar is always going to be majroor. So that makes it easy for you. You don't need to figure out the masdar, is it a fa'il? Is the masdar going to be mubtada here? Is the masdar going to be maf'ulun bihi here? Is the masdar going to be majroor or mudaf ilayhi, or what's it going to be? You don't need to worry about all that. Why? Because when we're talking about K, all the time the masdar is going to be majroor. Always going to be majroor. And here, of course, it is majroorun bil lam. Because of this lam, it's majroor. Now, so, and as you rightly mentioned, ta'wiluhu, his interpretation would be li-adami أساكم. لعدم أساكم. And I told you why we say Adam here, because of the lam, the la an-nafiya. You see here? So that, this is, so that you are not. We say li Adam because of that. And this lam is this lam here. Li kayla. This lam is this lam. Adami. It's majroor, as you can see. Why? Because this is lam, this is a the i'rab of this is harfu jarrin, harfu ta'lilin wa jar. This lam here, the i'rab we mentioned is harfu ta'lilin wa jarrin. So this is why Adam is majroor. And why do we have Adam? Because of lam, la an-nafiya. And asakum is taken from here, as you know, as we mentioned last week. Asiya, ya'sa. Asiya fil al-madi, ya'sa fil al-mudari. Masdar asan. And then the kum because of the fa'il ta'sawna. Yeah. Okay. Good. Now, if I give you, I want to give you one more example here. I want to give you one more example here, which is what? And again, I don't know if we did this last week or not. Please remind me if we did it. I have this strong feeling that we did this. Does anyone remember? Did we do this last, not last week, actually last lesson? ذاكر لكي تنجح. Okay, so here we have, I'm just giving you this as an extra practice. All right. ذاكر لكي تنجح. Yani it means revise, study, so that you can pass. ذاكر, study, revise. لكي تنجح, so that you can pass. So that you can pass. Okay. So who would like to the i'rab of that? ذاكر لكي تنجح. Okay, so Ilyas, let me unmute you here. And then you can begin, inshallah. Okay, go ahead. ذاكر لكي تنجح.
Okay. ذاكر فعل أمر مبني على السكون.
فعل أمر. نعم، فعل أمر مبني على
لا محل له من الإعراب.
Okay, نعم، فعل أمر مبني على السكون. Okay,
وفاعله ضمير مستتر وجوبا تقديره أنت.
نعم، أحسن. ضمير مستتر وجوبا تقديره أنت. That's ذاكر. نعم. يعني ذاكر أنت, يعني you. Yes, even in English you will not say that, would you? And if you said, if you command someone, you say study, you're not going to say study you. Yes, nobody says that, unless it's like in a literature or emphasis or something, you might say it. But everyday normal English, you don't say study you. Yeah, so fi'l amrin mabni sukuni. وفاعله ضمير مستتر وجوبا تقديره أنت. نعم. لكي اللام.
اللام حرف جر مبني على الكسر لا محل له من الإعراب.
حرف تعليل وجر. So the lam that comes before K is called حرف تعليل وجر. نعم. Okay. مبني على الكسر لا محل له من الإعراب. طيب. K حرف
كي
has the same إعراب as أن.
كي حرف مصدر واستقبال.
حرف مصدر ونصب
واستقبال مبني على السكون لا محل له من الإعراب.
Good. حرف مصدر ونصب واستقبال ومبني على السكون لا محل له من الإعراب. Okay. تنجح.
تنجح فعل مضارع منصوب بكي.
منصوب بكي. نعم.
وعلامة نصبه الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره.
وعلامة نصبه very clear is الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره. وفاعله
وفاعله ضمير مستتر وجوبا تقديره أنت.
تقديره أنت. Yes. Good. ذاكر لكي تنجح. نعم. Revise or study so that you can pass. تنجح أنت. Okay. Then the last bit is كي. وكي وما دخلت وكي. Yes. وما.
وكي وما دخلت عليه في تأويل مصدر.
تأويل مصدر.
مصدر
مجرور. مجرور باللام.
مجرور باللام.
Yes, as we mentioned that when we have K, the masdar that comes after K, yes, K and the K and the fi'l al-mudari that comes after it is changed into a masdar, and this masdar is always going to be majroor, and here it is majroor with lam. Remember we said lam is harfu ta'lilin wa jarrin. So نعم. So وكي وما دخل في تأويل مصدر مجرور باللام تأويله.
تأويله
تأويل ذاكر.
ذاكر لكي نجاحك.
No, so the ذاكر, K wouldn't be there because K with the fi'l mudari after it has been converted into a masdar. So yes, the masdar from najaha yanjahu is najah. This is the masdar, and the fa'il is anta. So that would be
نجاحك.
yes, but here because majroor, it would be linajahika. So we say ta'wilu dhakir. Why?
لنجاحك.
Linajahika. وكي وماذا في تعويل مصدر مجرور باللام تعويله ذاكر لنجاحك. Yes, good. Yes, K and Tanjah, just like an, and what comes after it, fi'l mudari is converted to a masdar. Same way K, what comes out to convert to masdar. All right, I'm going to give you one more example from myself, and then we go back to the book, inshallah. And the next example is اجتهد لكي لا تفشل. اجتهد, strive, work hard. Why? What is the ta'leel? What's the justification? What's the reason? What's the ta'leel? You want me to strive and work hard. Why? لكي لا, so that you don't fail. So that you don't fail. Okay, let's do the i'rab of this. Okay, before we do the i'rab, remember this is going to be turned into a masdar. The K and the fi'l mudari that comes after it is going to be masdar mu'awwal, and it's going to be majroor with this lam. And the masdar of fashala, yafshalu, to fail, it is fashal. Fashal. Okay, so let's start with the i'rab of ijtahid. I'm sorry, would it be correct to say lin najah? Yes, you can, no problem. You can say that. It's okay. You can say dhakir li najah, or you can say dhakir li najahika. Both are okay. Okay, Ilyas, do you know the i'rab of this as well on the mic? Ijtahid likay la tafshil. So it's pretty much the same thing. Ijtahid is what?
اجتهد فعل اجتهد فعل أمر مبني على السكون.
فعل أمر. نعم، فعل أمر مبني على السكون. نعم،
فعل أمر مبني على السكون لا محل له من الإعراب وفاعله ضمير مستتر وجوبا تقديره أنت.
نعم, it's the same as before, same as ذاكر. Same as ذاكر. فعل أمر مبني على السكون لا محل له من الإعراب.
نعم.
وفاعله ضمير مستتر وجوبا تقديره أنت. طيب, اللام same as before. Yes.
اللام جر وتعليل مبني على الكسر لا محل له من الإعراب.
نعم, اللام حرف تعليل وجر مبني على الكسر لا محل له من الإعراب. نعم. K same as before.
كي حرف مصدر ونصب واستقبال مبني على السكون لا محل له من الإعراب.
نعم, كي حرف مصدر ونصب واستقبال مبني على السكون لا محل له من الإعراب.
اللام حرف نفي.
So this is not lam, this is we say this la. because lam wouldn't come with the alif. So this is la. Yep, la harfu nafyin. Yes, good.
حرف نفي مبني على السكون لا محل له من الإعراب.
نعم. لا, as you can see, is مبني حرف نفي مبني على السكون لا محل له من الإعراب. طيب تفشل.
تفشل فعل مضارع منصوب بكي وعلامة نصبه الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره.
نعم, as you can see, أحسن, فعل مضارع منصوب بكي وعلامة نصبه الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره وفاعله ماذا؟ Same as before. وفاعله
ضمير مستتر وجوبا تقديره أنت.
نعم, same as before when we said ذاكر لكي تنجح. Same thing here. فعل مضارع منصوب بكي وعلامة نصبه الفتحة على آخره وفاعله ضمير مستتر وجوبا تقديره أنت. طيب, the last bit, وكي وما دخلت عليه.
وكي وما دخلت عليه في تأويل مصدر مؤول.
في تأويل مصدر. نعم, مجرور
باللام.
مجرور باللام. طيب, وتأويله.
وتأويله اجتهد لفشلك.
Yeah, but you can't say that. Doesn't make sense. اجتهد لفشلك, strive hard to fail for your failure. No. Remember what we said before? I think you joined the class late, but we did mention last week that here, because of the la, this la has to be represented with adam. Remember we said likay la ta'saw. Remember? We said likay la ta'saw li adami asakum. So first of all, yeah, fashal, and the thing would be anta. Yes, okay, good. We know that. That's the fashal has to be mudaf to its fa'il. So it's fashalik, fashalak or fashaluk. But then it's majrur. Yeah. So what do we say here? We would say ijtahid what? Li.
اجتهد لعدم فشلك.
Ahsant. Yes. Good. MashaAllah. Ijtahid li adami fashalika. Strive hard for the absence of your failure. Strive hard so that your failure is absent. Yani, it doesn't happen. Ijtahid li adami. Ijtahid li adami fashalika. So here is again it's majroor because of the lam. Why is this majroor? Because this is mudaf ilayh here. This is mudaf. This is mudaf ilayh. Adam is majroor because of the lam, because of the harf lam, which is a harf of ta'lil wa jar. It's majroor because of that lam. And this is mudaf, and fashalika is mudaf. This is why fashalika is majroor also. Okay. I hope. That is clear then. That's just some extra examples. For some extra practice. Okay. Now, where is it? Now, look at the second example. كي لا يكون دولة. كي لا يكون دولة. كي لا يكون دولة. So let's look at this carefully. I will write it here. كي لا يكون دولة. So here, as you can see, there is no lam before K. The lam, which is harfu ta'leel wa jar, is not there before K. So here we have two choices. We can assume it's there taqdeeran. Yes, so then it would become لكي لا يكون دولة. Yes, so we can assume that lam is there. The harfu ta'leel wa jar is there before. So then this is going to have the same i'rab as the i'rabs, the 3-4 i'rabs that we have taken today. There's going to be no difference. Yani K is going to make the fi'l al-mudari yakuna. K is the one that's going to make it a mansoob. Okay, and the lam, as before, is going to be harf ta'leel wa jar. Or we can leave it and not assume there's a lam before it. We can assume there is no lam before it. So if we assume there is no lam before it, what do we have to do? What did I say before? Then things slightly change. It's a bit more interesting. Yes. What happens? We then say that it's like this. K and la yakuna dula. Here. Then if we don't assume there is a K before it, then basically what happens is this. We get this construct. What happens here? Here now, K is not responsible, is not the one any. K now is not the one that makes yakuna mansoob. No. Yes, yakuna is mansoob. But it's not K that's making it mansoob. It's the an that comes after K. And this an is mudmaratun wujuban. Yani it is hidden. It being hidden is obligatory. Yani the Arabs never pronounce it. You cannot say it ever in speech, this, or you will never see it written with an there, but it's there. Yes. So look here again. If we assume there's a lam before it, the i'rab is same as the 3-4 i'rabs taken before. Lam, harfu ta'leel wa jar. K is the one that makes the yakuna mansoob. K remains as harfu masdarin wa nasbin wa istiqbalin. Here, no. If we assume there is no lam before it, now the fi'l mudari is still mansoob. You can see the i'rab will not change. The i'rab will not change. The meaning will not change. In the i'rab there will be a slight change, but my point here is the meaning will not change. And the yakun, the fi'l mudari, is still going to be mansoob, whether it's here or is here. It's still going to be mansoob. Yes, here it is mansoob because of K, here it's mansoob because of an. That's it. The meaning doesn't change. Everything is the same. So what's K here? K now takes on the role of this lam. So it becomes harfu ta'lilin wa jar. Okay. That is what happens. Okay, you might ask which one is better. This is better to do this. Why is this better? Because this is more eloquent. And this is what the Arabs do most. They do this more than this. Yes? In the Arabs, assuming there's a lam, harfu ta'lim wa jar before the K, they do this a lot more than assuming that there is an an mudmara, hidden an wujuban after K. Okay, is that clear so far? Okay, so now, okay, good, alhamdulillah. So now, when you do the i'rab of this, obviously you're going to have two different i'rabs. Not very different, but there will be any couple of little differences. Yeah. So for example, here, the first one, as you know, it will be yeah. So here will be the same i'rab as before. Same i'rab as before. So what will lam be? Lam would be harfu ta'lilin wa jar. مبني على كسر لا محل له من الإعراب. And K would be حرف مصدر ونصب واستقبال مبني على السكون لا محل له من الإعراب. لا حرف نفي مبني على السكون لا محل له من الإعراب ولا عمل. يكون what يكون be فعل مضارع ناقص, as you know, كان وأخواتها ناقص. فعل مضارع ناقص. And we know what that does, yes? يرفع الاسم وينسب الخبر. That's the job of فعل مضارع ناقص. فعل مضارع ناقص يرفع الاسم وينسب الخبر. وهو منسوب. is منسوب. وعلامة نصبه الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره. Yes. So يكون would be فعل مضارع ناقص يرفع الجزم خبر وهو منصوب. Sorry, وهو منصوب ب what? وهو منصوب ب K. وهو منصوب ب K. ولو نصب فضل إلى آخره. Okay. What واسمه? Remember, this is فعل مضارع ناقص. It doesn't have a fa'il. It has a ism and a khabar. So where is the ism? That's why dula, this is the khabar. This is why it's mansub. Where is the ismu yakuna? Wasmuhu damirun mustatirun jawazan تقديره هو. يعني لكي لا يكون هو دولة. لكي لا يكون هو دولة. Yeah, so واسمه ضمير مستتر جواز تقديره هو يكون هو دولة خبر يكون. خبر يكون منصوب. خبر يكون منصوب وعلامة نصبه أفضل ظاهر آخره. And then you would say وكي وما دخلت عليه. Yes, what would you say here? You would say, to finish off the i'rab of this, you would say وكي وما دخلت عليه وكي وما دخلت عليه في تعويل مصدر same as before مجرور باللام. Okay, لكي لا يكون دولة. So here then what we say, remember la, we said we have to have adam. Yakuna, kana yakun. What is the masdar of kana yakunu? Who can give me the masdar of kana yakunu? What is the masdar of kaunan? Ahsant, kaunan. Now, so kaunan is a masdar. Now that has to be mudaf to its ism. That's to be mudaf to its ism. And so you would say here ta'wiluhu. Where is it gone? Now, so ta'wiluhu would be لعدم كونه دولة. لعدم كونه دولة. So that will be the ta'wil. Kaun is the masdar of kana yakunu. We make it mudaf to its ism. Here there is no fa'il. Normally we do it mudaf to its fa'il, the fa'il that comes after the fi'l, but here it is fi'lun mudari naqis. It has an ism, not a fa'il after it. So we make it mudaf to its ism, and ism we mentioned what it is huwa. Yakuna huwa dula. And huwa, obviously we cannot write huwa because that's munfasil. We have to write a muttasil. The adami kawnihi, and dula is the khabar. That's why it is mansub. Okay, is that clear? Do you have any questions here before I give you the second i'rab? The i'rab the second interpretation. Yep. Okay, good. So hopefully that's clear. Now, what's the second i'rab of that? Is here. And we mentioned that if we don't assume there is a lam before it, we have this outcome here. And so if we have this outcome here, what will be the i'rab? What will be the i'rab? So let's write it here. Hey, it would be an la yakuna dula. Hey, now what did I say about K? I said K would become harfu ta'lilin wa jarrin mabniyun ala sukun. Harfu ta'lilin wa jarrin mabniyun ala sukuni. Of course, la mahalla lahu in al-i'rab. And an, you know the i'rab of an, same as K. When K acts like a nasib, it has the same i'rab as an, which is harfu masdarin wa nasbin wa istiqbalin mabniyun ala sukuni la mahalla lahu min al-i'rab. And la, of course, we mentioned many times, harfu nafyin mabniyun ala sukuni la mahalla lahu min al-i'rab. And yakuna now is going to be same i'rab, fi'lun mudari'un naqisun yarfa'u al-ism wa yansibu al-khabar. فعل مضارع ناقص يرفع الاسم وينصب الخبر وهو منصوب. وهو منصوب how? With K? No. بأن مضمرة وجوبا. Yes, بأن مضمرة وجوبا. نعم. يكون فعل مضارع ناقص يرفع الاسم وينصب الخبر ومنصوب بأن مضمرة وجوبا. وعلامة نصبه of course is al-fatha ظاهر على آخره. واسمه, and its ism is the same as before, ضمير مستتر جوازا تقديره هو. Now you can see yakuna. So this time the only thing that's changed, what is it that makes it mansub? Mansub bi an mudmaratan wujub. Is it mansub bi K? No. Mansubun bi an mudmaratan wujuban wa alamatu nasbihi al-fatha ila akhirih. Wasmuhu damir mustatir wujuban, sorry, jawazan taqdiru huwa. And of course dula is the same i'rab as khabar yakun mansub. Khabar yakun mansub, same as here. It's not going to change. So it's going to be khabar is khabar. Yes. Hey, alla yakuna tula. So yakun fi'l mudari'un naqis. Where's the ism? The huwa. Damir mustatirun jawazan taqdiru huwa. Yani yakuna huwa. Tula is the khabar yakun. Yakuna, it is mansub with an, not K. Huh? Okay, but now we have to say what, like we normally say with K and where we said with an before. Wa an wa ma dakhalat alayhi bi ta'wili masdar. مجرور بK. Yeah, okay. وأن وما دخلت عليه. Yes, so this part here. Yeah, أن وما دخلت عليه. أن and the fi'l mudari that comes after it. في تأويل مصدر. مصدر في تأويل مصدر مجرور بK. Remember this one here, it is حرف تعليل وجر. This time it's called مجرور بK. That's why I said to you that all the time with K, the masdar mu'awwal that comes after it is always going to be majroor. It's either going to be majroor with the lam, which is there or which is assumed, or the masdar mu'awwal is going to be majroor with K when there is no lam before the K. Yes, either way, the masdar mu'awwal that comes with K is always going to be majroor. It's either going to be majroor with the lam, if lam is there lafdan or taqdeeran. And if lam is not there lafdan or taqdeeran, then the masdar mu'awwad that comes after K, this here is going to be majroor bK. But now, bK, can we say ta'weeluhu? We can't say that. We can't say that here. Why can't we say that here? We can't give it a ta'weel. We can't give it interpretation. Why? Because one of the distinguishing marks or one distinguishing feature of K, when K is acting like harfu ta'leel wa jar, so when K is acting like harfu ta'leel wa jar, it's like acting like a jar. Yes, al-jar. Al-jar is something that makes something after it majroor. So when K is jarra, K is feminine. When K is jarra, then it's majroor. What comes after it cannot be an ism sarih. It cannot be an ism. So we cannot turn it into a masdar. Remember, masdar is an ism. Masdar is a noun. So the majroor that comes after K, the majroor of K, let's call it that. The majroor of K cannot be a ismun sarih. It cannot be a straightforward explicit ism like a masdar. It cannot. Okay, the majroor of K is always fi'l mudari preceded by an. So the majroor of K can only ever be fi'l mudari, which is mansoob by an. So we leave it because here it is. Here is the majroor of K. This is the majroor of K. This majroor K. So we leave that as it is. We don't give it a ta'weel. We can't say ta'weeluhu, its interpretation is this masdar. Cannot do that. Why? Because when K is acting as a jar, its majroor cannot be ism. Its majroor can only be a fi'lul mudari, which is mansoob with an. So we leave it as that. We don't have to mention the lam is muqaddara. Yes, yani you can say that. Yani So yeah, I think what you are saying is here, and going back up here, you're talking about this i'rab where we assume there is a lam. Yes, we start with the i'rab here with the yakuna because this is all the same. So yes, if you want to do the i'rab of this lam, remember this lam is harfu ta'lil wa jar. Harfu ta'lil wa jar. We assume there's a lam there. Yes, harfu ta'lil wa jar. So normally we would write it like this. Normally we would say lamu harfu ta'lil wa jar mabniyun ala kada 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 la mahalla lahu min i'rab. Yes, but because we've assumed it there, we can say it like this. So if you want to be more accurate, you can say al-lamul muqaddara. No problem. حرف تعليل وجر مبني على كذا كذا مبني على الكسر لا محل له من الإعراب. So it would be the same. The i'rab would be the same. But here you could write here as lam, but if you go up, you could al-lamul muqaddara, in the al-lam that we have assumed. Yes, you can say that. No problem. Barakallahu feek. We'll stop here. I know you're probably thinking, when are we ever going to finish Nawas al-Mudari? Inshallah, we will finish it very soon. Have sabr, have some patience. This information is really important. I know it's a bit in depth, but I'm sure now at this stage, halfway through the book roughly, that you can handle that information, inshallah. Yes, and as we mentioned, that if we study Ājurrumiyyah like this, then the next book, which is Qatar Nada, will be a lot easier for you to understand, inshallah. So we have to lay down these foundations. Otherwise, it's going to be like, I don't know how many of you are from the UK, but it's going to be like the jump from GCSEs to A level. GCSEs, you can say, it's like Ājurrumiyyah, and Qatar Nada, you could say, is the A levels. But to try to close that gap now, we are doing this i'rab and going to build this depth. So when it comes to the next book, which is difficult as it is, we don't have to repeat all these issues at least. At least these will already be your foundation. Yeah, so Adam, so the name of the book is Qatarun Nada wa Ballus Sada. I'll write it here for you on the yes, Qatar Nada wa Ballu As-Sada. Qatar Nada wa Ballu As-Sada. That is the name of the book. No, I don't think so. As far as I know, this is the only name for the book. Tuhfah Al-Sanniyyah. Sugary Sanniyyah. Yes. I'm guessing you have a sweet tooth. Okay, khair inshallah. Okay, then now unfortunate news is, because I'm going back to Saudi end of this week, inshallah. I am going to be very busy for the next few days, and I'm going to have to, for now, revert back to one lesson a week, which is our original time on Tuesdays. So tomorrow I won't be able to do it, next week, and once 1 month back into work, and once I have my schedule and everything up and running, I will try my best again to introduce another lesson, which we could do for the rest of the year like that, 2 lessons. But for about a month now, I'm not going to know what's going on. So I'm going to have to cancel the Wednesday lesson from tomorrow, from this week. And then inshallah, if I can, time and everything allows me to, I will introduce another lesson during the week. I'll try to do it Wednesdays, so we don't get our, schedule doesn't get disturbed. But I can't promise that. It depends on many things. But what I can inshallah promise is that we will continue our Tuesday lesson at least. And if the lesson on Wednesday can't be done, then what I'll do is I'll make the Tuesday lessons 1.5 hours long, inshallah. That could be also a good idea. If I can't do Wednesdays, then at least Tuesdays, rather than doing 1 hour, we can make it every Tuesday could do 1.5 hours. Either way, inshallah, I will update you in a couple of weeks or so. So hopefully I'll see you next Tuesday, inshallah, bi'idhnillah. Again, to be honest with you, next Tuesday even is 50-50, because I am getting back into Saudi, I think, beginning of next week, maybe Monday, I think. So I'm not sure if that's going to be really possible. There's a lot to do. But from the week after that, yes, then definitely, inshallah, Tuesdays, our normal time. So, but I will update you about next week's lesson on next Monday, inshallah, bi'idhnillah. Khair, inshallah, stay safe, and yes, stay safe and keep away from, subhanallah, this dhulm that is happening in the UK against the Muslims. Don't participate, stay at home, and leave it to the police to deal with. Khair, inshallah. So I'll see you either next week or the week after. Wallahu ta'ala a'la wa a'lam, wa sallallahu wa sallam wa barak ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Barakallahu feekum.